This is a presentation of the daguerreotype history in photography. The daguerreotype was the first available photography technique used in the 1840s and the 1850s. They were on a bright silver metal surface like a mirror, either positive or negative, depending on the lighting conditions, and it was the first type of photograph was produced. The daguerreotype, also called the memory mirrors, maintained their silver polish and changed their look according to the emanated angle and the angle of view. They were the first mechanical instrument that began during the recovery to record visual scenes. Time artists used the dark camera to draw their wishes. Later in photography, a camera dark may be used. It took a person 8 hours to look at their photos. During this time, the photographer used lavender oil, washing them away, which affected them and prevented further exposure of daguerreotype correction the image in a reliable solution for table salt. It was less expensive and difficult to deliver methods at this time. This led to the almost full charge of the daguerreotype with a method of photography. The daguerreotype was widely described as a private memory, a good and clear image on a thin silver-coated plate. In 1840s, several portrait studios were opened. It was not easy to daguerreotype, and only the wealthiest could afford a portrait of themselves. A daguerreotype has been used to capture various images, including structures and documentaries, subjects, natures, and events. Through portraits were the most common subject during that time. The daguerreotype lost further in the late 1850s, were introduced in a quick and cheaper photographic process. Some new photographers restarted the technique. Today, these photographs might appear to be misleading and unnecessary, but in 1850s, they were the photographic focus. During the early 1900s, photography was extremely popular, and the people could take pictures of themselves and their personal history. Similar, the Frenchman invented the groundwork for the new era. Main features were reporting and documentary in the wider social and the projects of artifacts and a single person. There was still a small community of photographers who wanted to save their daguerreotypes as an exciting process in 1980s and 1900. In the 1990s, despite the insightful importance of the daguerreotypes, owing to detailed difficulties Humbert does not trust in the photograph medium in which it is communicated having the same expression influence as a drawing. This seems to be strange when considering that photography came from the love for the landscapes, and many inventors and consumers have been reported since then. In most accounts, the Fox Talbot, building upon the daguerreotype of a qualified insensitivity, movable objects were not well being recorded. This led to the environments that had not been taken advantage of the use of express small shiny grey and little shade sensory effects in some landscapes. But daguerreotype was the right way to study thousands of details gathering at this time. However, due to its different physical appearance, it had become much less approachable to reflect the common, indeed the scientific object in development here. A further drawback was the small size of their pictures. In Hamilton's opinion, since this emanation is a daguerreotype element, a real picture of the nature process is not assured. In addition to the problems mentioned above, there are also difficulties discussing the whole parts and its accurate results that suggested sensifies and modeling. That now completes my presentation.